Precision and Persistence: The Rise of Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces. This latest compilation from the Unmanned Systems Forces, USF, the newest branch of the Ukrainian military, showcases the terrifying efficiency of modern drone warfare. The footage captures a series of high-stakes strikes throughout April 2026, primarily executed by the now legendary Birds of Magyar, 414th Separate Regiment, and the 1st Separate Center of Unmanned Systems. What we are seeing here isn't just a series of lucky hits. It is a systematic, data-driven campaign to dismantle Russia's air defense umbrella and starve their frontline of fuel and logistics. The highlight of this sequence is the relentless targeting of Tor-M1 and Pantsir-S1 surface-to-air missile systems. By mid-April 2026, the USF reported the destruction of 9 such systems in just 9 days. The video reveals the tactical nuance of these engagements. Ukrainian pilots often use swarm tactics, sending in waves of cheaper drones to force the air defense systems to expend their limited missile interceptors. Once the system is dry, a final strike drone, often the high-precision bird mentioned by Commander Robert Brovdy, closes in for the kill. It's a grim game of digital cat and mouse, where even a firing Russian system isn't safe once its magazine is empty. Beyond air defense, the footage pivotally focuses on defueling the Russian war machine. We see dramatic strikes on fuel tankers and terminal infrastructure, including the marine oil terminal in Feodosia and logistical hubs in the Zaporizhzhia and Donetsk regions. These aren't just tactical inconveniences, they are operational-level disruptions. By hitting these high-value targets deep behind the lines, Ukraine is effectively paralyzing Russian mobility, making it impossible for their heavy armor to sustain offensive operations. The online scoreboard referenced at the end, the Pedrakika, serves as a stark, real-time reminder of the mounting cost of the invasion in the age of autonomous systems. The decapitation of air defense. The footage documenting the destruction of Tor-M1 and Pantsir-S1 systems is part of a broader, devastating trend. In the first 9 days of April 2026 alone, the USF successfully neutralized 9 major air defense systems. Tactical shift. As seen in the clips, Ukrainian pilots are now successfully hitting targets deep in the rear, up to 140 kilometers behind the front line. The bird advantage. The high-precision strikes shown are often the work of the 414th Separate Regiment, Birds of Magyar, led by Robert Brovdy. Their ability to hit moving targets like the Tor-M1 while is actively attempting to relocate, running from grandpa and grandma, as Brovdy quips, demonstrates a level of persistence that makes traditional shoot-and-scoot tactics obsolete. Strategic strangulation, fuel, and logistics. The strikes on fuel tankers and logistics hubs in Donetsk, Zaporizhzhia, and Crimea, specifically the marine oil terminal in Feodosia, are designed to induce a systemic collapse of Russian mobility. Logistical hubs. The 413th Unmanned Systems Regiment raid is prominently featured here, specializing in hitting rear infrastructure. Impact. By destroying the Slavinen railway ferry and multiple inland fuel depots, the USF is effectively cutting the umbilical cord of the Russian spring-summer offensive. Without fuel and ammunition, even the most advanced tanks become stationary pillboxes. Transparency and accountability. The Pedrakika. The link at the end of the video, sbsgroup.army, leads to the Pedrakika, an online, real-time scoreboard. Data-driven war. Launched in late 2025, this system uses a unified electronic combat log to display verified kills every 5 minutes. The human cost. As President Zelensky noted in April 2026, these unmanned platforms have completed over 22,000 missions in 3 months that would have otherwise required infantry. In his words, a robot went into the most dangerous areas instead of a soldier, saving thousands of Ukrainian lives while delivering surgical precision against the invader.